Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Wednesday, February 24th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 733 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. COVID, WHO scheme COVAX delivers first vaccines. UN, boat with Rohingya refugees adrift without food, water. Imran Khan invites Sri Lankan Buddhists to visit Pakistan. Marjorie Taylor Greene faces a bloodbath of a re-election race in 2022, if she isn't expelled from Congress first, district organizers say. Laid-off Keystone XL worker reacts to Biden's climate pledge with Canada. Israel deploys vaccine diplomacy to strengthen ties with countries that back Jerusalem as capital. After suing Mike Lindell, Sidney Powell, and Rudy Giuliani, Dominion says it will go after others who spread claims of election fraud, and it's not ruling anyone out. Biden to order a review of U.S. supply chains for vital goods. China says Iran nuclear issue at critical point. Momentous occasion, first COVID-19 vaccines distributed by COVAX arrive in Ghana, West Africa. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Stock market live updates, GameStop finance chief to depart, The New York Times. China's Mars craft enters parking orbit before landing rover, The Associated Press. Experts worry variant-fueled surge of COVID-19 could be weeks away but cases will likely fall again by summer, CNN. Princess Diana would be furious at Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, longtime friend says, Fox News. Barak, a sheep rescued in Australia with over 75 pounds of wool, is getting more confident every day, USA Today. What is a comminuted open fracture? Doctors explain Tiger Woods' leg injuries, USA Today. Near attendant committee votes abruptly delayed as Biden budget picks nomination in jeopardy, Fox News. FDA review confirms safety and efficacy of single-shot Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine, especially against severe cases, The Washington Post. Echo Show 10 review, smart displays are on the move, CNET. Tuesday's wild ride, Jay Powell, borrowing concerns, Palantir, trading Nvidia, real money. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Last statue of former dictator Franco removed in historic day for Spain. Going to school virtually has allowed me to disengage with classroom racism. Virginia is organized labor's next big battleground. Drew Barrymore recounts long and painful psychiatric ward stay. Johnson & Johnson's one-shot COVID-19 vaccine effective, safe, FDA staff. Republicans rail against pandemic of voting in spoof Daily Show ad. Fans are just noticing Jennifer Aniston's hard-to-unsee habit on Friends. Prison riots in Ecuador leave dozens dead. Fauci reveals what still baffles him about the COVID-19 pandemic. What's safe to do after getting the COVID-19 vaccine, experts weigh in. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. City's new proposal to combat homelessness. Firefighters rescue trapped dog along Duck River. Inmates find that chess is a lot like life. City bans messaging boards in historic district. Residents fed up with years-old water problems. Teen school project goes viral. Sick cuts degrees, staff during February meeting. Couple builds dream home at 1/12 the size. Boy who froze to death and came back reflects on second chance. Artists teach students coping mechanisms. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. GameStop finance chief to depart after stock trading frenzy. Nashville bomber Anthony Warner was a conspiracy theorist. Ander Leon Talley, eviction, bankruptcy and fashion grift. Biden doesn't shy from early fights to move his agenda forward. New York Times calls for workplace changes in diversity report. Poke Awards honor pandemic reporters. How did the worst of the worst become 3 out of 4? The words that are in and out with the Biden administration. Watch video from NASA's Perseverance rover landing on Mars. Night catches us, Ida and more offbeat streaming options. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. NBC under fire for anti-Semitic scene in nurses on heels of widely condemned SNL joke. Gerard Depardieu speaks out, maintains innocence after being charged for rape and sexual assault. NY Democrat says phone call from Cuomo was terrorizing moment, left wife crying and shaking. Tiger Woods was unaware of how gravely he was injured immediately after wreck, deputy says. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry's Oprah Winfrey sit-down launches hot UK bidding war for rights to air. That vegan teacher says TikTok ban won't silence her following petition, controversies. Clive Davis Bell's palsy diagnosis, what to know about the condition. 2021 Horizon League Women's Basketball Tournament, matchups, players to know and more. Temperatures are climbing in the south while parts of northeast to see snow. Popeyes is trolling Taco Bell over its chicken sandwich taco item, suggests alternate idea. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Wednesday, February 24th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Watch, 20 years later, Polly Heineck froze to death and came back, reflects on second chance. Sydney Ring, one-handed basketball player, inspiring others on and off the court. Robot delivering passengers food at Philadelphia International Airport. Police, man got into California home, had a bowl of cereal, then fell asleep. Stimulus check latest, what's the timeline for another economic relief payment? 2021 NCAA tournament, how many fans can attend? Hot mom says Catholic school expelled her 3 kids over her online adult videos. Vanessa Bryant slams rapper Meek Mill over insensitive lyrics about her late husband, Kobe Bryant. Author David Ritz on new book KG, Kevin Garnett is a force of nature. Eat or drink before appointment, Dr. Malika Marshall answers COVID-19 vaccine questions. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. It's not just cabbage for your boobs, midwives share natural remedies for new mothers. The ladies who could inherit the family seat under new proposals. The proof sturgeon lied that Scottish prosecutors don't want you to see. Tory demand lockdown end date is brought forward from June. Tiger Woods crash, golf legend's injuries which put his career in doubt. Barber tries to avoid breaching COVID rules by giving man haircut on the street. Tearful moment 6-year-old girl born with a missing forearm is told she's getting a bionic limb. COVID UK, Gavin Williamson unveils 700 McKetchup ketchup package. Inside Sophie Wessex's Bagshot Park home, royal fans spy intimate photos in previously unseen rooms. Hard left vaccine skeptic Toyin Agbeeter resigns from Sadiq Khan's statue commission. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Myanmar's coup is awkward for China. Hive updates, coronavirus deaths fell by 20% last week, WHO says. German court convicts Syrian ex-intelligence officer in historic torture trial. Trash fills Bosnia River faster than workers can pull it out. Suspected jihadist rebels kill 10 in northeastern Nigeria. Pakistani couple's appeal of blasphemy sentence postponed. In a forgotten attic, a Moldovan photographer found 4,000 images of vanished village life. First vaccine doses distributed by COVAX land in West African nation of Ghana. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live news. Belgium warns of serious delays to vaccine rollout. Switzerland to allow outdoor gatherings from March. 23 tons of cocaine seized in Europe's biggest haul. Senate postpones vote on near attendance confirmation amid opposition. Live. Evangelical leaders condemn role of Christian nationalism in Capitol riot. 105-year-old New Jersey woman who beat COVID credits gin-soaked raisins. Hunting with eagles and a koala's new foot, Wednesday's best photos. Johnson & Johnson's one-shot COVID vaccine effective, FDA review says. Pakistan court again delays appeal of couple convicted of blasphemy. Arctic ice loss forces polar bears to use 4 times as much energy to survive, study. Vincent van Gogh Paris painting from 1887 to make public debut. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Judge bans enforcement of Biden's 100-day deportation pause. Former SC utility executive to plead guilty in 2 courts. Orlando City soccer player arrested on sexual assault charge. Spring-like weather across much of U.S., heavy snow in Rockies and parts of West. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. South African city of Port Elizabeth becomes Gqeberha. Italy landslide pushes hundreds of coffins into the sea. Syria torture, German court convicts ex-intelligence officer. Ecuador jail fight, dozens of inmates killed in gang war. Amnesty strips Alexei Navalny of prisoner of conscience status. Ghislaine Maxwell offers to give up UK and French citizenship for bail. New Zealand, rescuers save 28 whales from stranding spot. Biden holds first foreign meeting with Canada's Justin Trudeau. Tiger Woods awake and responsive after surgery. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Society is changing. A record 5.6% of U.S. adults identify as LGBTQ, poll shows, and young people are driving the numbers. 2 hard-hit cities, 2 diverging fates in vaccine rollout. Virginia is set to become first southern state to declare racism a public health crisis, what it means and why it matters. 2,400 wasted doses in Tennessee, South Africa variant sweeps U.S., FDA report sees no problems with J&J one-dose vaccine, live COVID updates. Churches are becoming COVID-19 vaccination sites for people of color. Showbiz Minute, Woods, Depardieu, more. 5 board members of Texas utility grid operator ERCOT are quitting, they all live out of state. No charges against officers in Daniel Prude's death. Mom, rewards outweigh risk as NYC schools reopen. AP Top Stories February 24th. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. He wants to kick Jim Crow out of the California Constitution. Black students are succeeding in college at higher rates, but far behind white peers, report says. LA school reopening contingent on full staff vaccinations, making for uncertain date. Column, what Oxnard can teach LA and the rest of California about COVID-19. False claims in texts, emails led to misuse of vaccine codes intended for those in need. A bright morning, a twisting road, a horrible crash, Tiger Woods' injuries cloud his future in golf. 40% of inmates in California's corrections system have been vaccinated for COVID-19. Pandemic drives parents to put older kids in daycare, providers literally had to become teachers. Los Angeles Police Department captain's home searched as part of investigation into alleged sale of stolen guns. LA County approves hero pay mandate of $5 an hour for grocery workers. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. China orders bloggers to have state-approved credentials before they are allowed to publish content as Beijing tightens online controls. German court issues guilty verdict in first Syria torture trial. SolarWinds hack was work of at least 1,000 engineers, tech executives tell Senate. Tech firms say there's little doubt Russia behind major hack. German court convicts radical imam of membership in IS. Human beings are not bartering chips. Biden calls for China to release 2 Michaels. At least 75 inmates have been killed in simultaneous fights in 3 jails in Ecuador, one of the deadliest incidents in the country's prisons in years. Germany seizes 16 tons of cocaine in Europe's biggest haul. China did little to hunt for COVID origins in early months, says WHO document. Internet sleuths have cracked the code hidden in NASA's Perseverance parachute. German court sentences former Syrian secret police agent to prison for aiding and abetting crimes against humanity, the first such case worldwide. Hyundai Motor to replace battery systems in $900 million electric car recall. U.S. and allies to build China-free tech supply chain. Iranian woman who suffered fatal heart attack on the way to gallows after watching 16 others executed was hanged anyway. Anti-Asian hate crimes up 717% in Canada. The next headlines are from Forbes. Digitizing the sustainability journey. Who will pay dividends this year? Experts expect payout bonanza. More about the future of grocery shopping and the need for automation. Chelsea, Man City, Man Utd, which Premier League club would be best for Erling Haaland? Online car buying site Jetiker wins millions in new funding. Box office, Godzilla vs. Kong could help determine Hollywood's future in China. MLW's Court Bauer talks imminent deal with linear or streaming platform. Senate committees postpone votes on Biden's imperil budget nominee Neera Tanden. 3D printing firm Mark forged to go public in $2.1 billion SPAC deal. Rutgers basketball and coach Steve Pikiell trying to rekindle that old RAC magic without one key ingredient. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Planet 9, Russian education law and COVID variants. Massive Google-funded COVID database will track variants and immunity. So your grandmother is a starship now, a quick guide for the bewildered. Science Diversified, the men who say no to mammals. Collaborations with artists go beyond communicating the science. Rich countries should tie their vaccines. An ancient Alaskan dog's DNA hints at an epic shared journey. Super spreading drives the COVID pandemic, and could help to tame it. Audio long read, Thundercloud Project tackles a gamma ray mystery. Hertha Ayrton's Nature obituary, a monument to sexism in science. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023, At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,688,093,339 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Jeepers Creepers, Reborn sells to Screen Media, gets 2021 release exclusive. Audible slates Broadway video scripted comedy podcast starring Keke Palmer, Pete Davidson, Bowen Yang exclusive. Ruth E. Carter makes history with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Billie Eilish reveals she's recorded a new album in COVID lockdown. HER, Freddie Gibbs, Yolanda Adams to perform at Black Music Collective event during Grammy Week. BBC and ITV name BritBox International CEO. Golden Globes final predictions, Best TV Series Drama, The Crown is the one to beat. YouTube News supervised mode will let parents restrict older kids' video viewing. AMC Networks delivers addressable TV ads to wider audiences. Golden Globes final predictions, Best TV Series Comedy or Musical, Ted Lasso scores a goal. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. China wants your data, and may already have it. Black Art chronicles a pivotal exhibition and its lasting impact on Black artists. A Tale of the Taps, which hand washing station is best in emergencies? Ghana becomes first country to get Covax vaccine doses. New evidence shows fertile soil gone from Midwestern farms. How is the COVID-19 vaccination campaign going in your state? Postmaster General DeJoy faces questioning about mail delays. How severe is your state's coronavirus outbreak? Coronavirus world map, we've now passed the 100 million mark for infections. The following headlines are from The Week. FDA confirms Johnson & Johnson vaccine prevented all deaths and hospitalizations in trial. Senate committees postpone hearings in bad sign for Neera Tanden. Tiger Woods likely looking at long road to recovery after serious car accident, experts say. U.S. scientists have shown it's plausible to power the Earth from solar panels in space. The Daily Business Briefing, February 24, 2021. 10 Things You Need to Know Today, February 24, 2021. WHO's COVAX program delivers first COVID-19 vaccines. Why Americans are essentially conservative. Late-night hosts laugh at Rudy Giuliani literally running from his $1.3 billion lawsuit, tie in CPAC. The MyPillow guy might be Trump's ultimate chump. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Low-income Texans already face frigid temperatures at home, then the winter storm hit. Power companies get exactly what they want, how Texas repeatedly failed to protect its power grid against extreme weather. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. Nearly 11 million names of Earthlings are on Mars Perseverance. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Perseverance is landing, seen from orbit. Since Perseverance is searching for life, what will it be looking for? A map of 25,000 supermassive black holes across the universe. Watch Perseverance land on Mars, mind blown. How long will space junk take to burn up? Here's a handy chart. There's evidence that Mars once had an atmosphere with less oxygen, a possible biosignature for life. The Mars helicopter is online and getting ready to fly. These are the news headlines for today, Wednesday, February 24th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Nearby black hole SIG X1 more massive than thought. Best observing targets for binoculars. Do we all see the same moon phase? Moon and faint Cancer the Crab on February 24, 2021. 3D map of a million binary stars. Moon, Castor, Pollux and Procyon on February 23. The next news is from Politico. Biden's first 100 days. Ghana is first country to receive vaccines via Equity Initiative. Why state legislatures are still very white and very male. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. European lawmakers scrap over how hard to push China on Uyghur labor. Democrats' $1.9 trillion COVID aid bill faces the Senate chopping block. FDA confirms J&J vaccine is safe and effective. Murtanden's Senate committee votes postponed. Texas judge deals Biden another blow on 100-day deportation ban. Romney, Trump will win 2024 GOP nomination if he runs. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Johnson & Johnson's one-shot COVID-19 vaccine effective and safe, FDA staff say. Morrison's job seeker boost is stingy, mean and bad for the economy. Original thinker changed face of investment banking in Australia. Victoria tightens restrictions for Auckland arrivals after more cases emerge. Spiteful lack of empathy behind new job seeker. New standards imposed for rooftop solar panels to protect electricity grid. Startup repurposing old EV batteries gets federal funds for industrial trial. From the archives, 1991, ostentatious is broke, and that's no joke. In the Herald, February 25, 1989. Expect more rock and roll from Craig Kelly, liberal breakaway. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Capitol report, Biden to sign executive order tied to semiconductor shortage. Economic report, new home sales rise as buyers remain hamstrung by the lack of property listings. Market snapshot, stock market lurches lower as bond yields resume rise. Paul Brandus, Biden's big push against China, making America more self-dependent. Outside the box, is COVID-19 a preview of what retirement will be like? In one chart, all of President Biden's key executive orders, in one chart. Keywords, Tesla shares on the rebound after sell-off. We bought a lot, says ARK's Cathie Wood. I was just panicking. Some Texans face extraordinary electric bills after winter storms, but can they do anything about it? Low wages are just the start of the problems for millions of U.S. workers during COVID-19, here's why. Robinhood's 10F faced off with Dave Portnoy over GameStop saga. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Smithtown, NY students among 13 teams nationwide developing inventions with support of Lemelson MIT, LongIsland.com. To patent or keep secret, top tips from Gowling WLGS's Global Eye Professionals, Intellectual Property, Canada, Mondac News Alerts. Herald interview, South Korea to ramp up IP protection of digital technology, IP Office Chief, The Korea Herald. 423 patents on inventions, Nizhny Techim's R&D Center celebrates its 55th jubilee, Real Novremya. Herald interview, South Korea to ramp up rights protection of digital technology, IP Office Chief, The Korea Herald. When the feds go marching in, the regulatory review. Patent troll sues Apple over Touch ID, Face ID and Apple Card, Apple Insider. Justices told a sign or estoppel is uncommonly lawless, Law 360. Beverly students participate in National Invention Program, Wicked Local. In an increasingly digital world, the theft of intellectual property is on the rise. How can organizations prepare? Tech Zone 360. The next headlines are from Quartz. Bitcoin is worth whatever Elon Musk and Cathie Wood say it is. London Heathrow Airport's passenger levels haven't been this low since the 1970s. Tanzania announces new COVID-19 measures under mounting pressure. The Philippines is offering to trade nurses for vaccines. Hong Kong is setting up a $1 billion fund to implement its national security crackdown. The memo, missing the office. Apple's Pie, Uniqlo rules all, secret parachute message. Homebuyers in these U.S. counties could see their flood insurance skyrocket. Company scandals keep masking a shift toward corporate responsibility. TikTok's effect on the music industry. The following headlines are from TechDirt. The Department of Justice FCC fix for the T-Mobile merger is looking more and more like theater. Treasury oversight says IRS should consider getting warrants before buying location data from data brokers. Google disbands Stadia game developers and signals potential for more trouble ahead. Facebook's Australian news bandit demonstrate the evil of zero rating. Is mandated side loading the answer to App Store deplatforming? Arizona's $24 million prison management software is keeping people locked up past the end of their sentences. Attacks on internet free speech in Malaysia and Indonesia demonstrate why Section 230 is so important. Daily Deal, Bit Degree Academy's online courses and practice exams. Facebook caves to Australia, will restore links after government gives it more time to negotiate paying for news links. John Deere promised to back off monopolizing repair, it then ignored that promise completely. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Ron Johnson. Fry's Electronics. G-Dragon. Spider-Man 3. Warriors vs. Knicks. NBA All-Star 2021. Wizards. Mandy Moore. Superman and Lois. Lawrence Ferlinghetti. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Even with pandemic and global economic downturn, Russian national debt lower than expected as country counts cost of coronavirus. 81m in one breath, Daredevil Czech freediver sets new world record by holding out to swim under thick ice in frozen lake, video. Facebook says it erred on the side of over-enforcement when blocking news content in week-long standoff in Australia. Member of London Mayor's statue toppling Diversity Commission resigns amid accusations of racism and anti-Semitism. Mauritanians' quest for on-post hits another roadblock as crucial step postponed indefinitely, reports. What a sport, 400-pound MMA behemoth wrongly celebrates after landing massive punch that he thought had won fight in Russia, video. Our forests are sick, German woodland hit by record damage due to fires and pests, says damning new report. Dutch police announced 23 tons of cocaine seized by authorities in record haul. 10,000 fine for a party, London barber shop celebration ends in police raid, video. British pound extends relentless rally to multi-year highs amid hopes of economic recovery. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Tiger Woods recovering from long surgery for multiple open leg fractures. New home sales surge in January as mortgage apps crash to 9-month lows. Biden to sign executive order on alarming computer chip shortage that's thrashed carmakers. Hong Kong market tumbles after shock transaction tax hike to pay for government handouts. Rabo, the Greenspan put will become the Greenspan putsch due to soaring food prices. Fisker partners with Foxconn to build electric cars. Stocks slammed as treasury yields explode higher. Anatomy of a bubble and crash. You killed the little guy. Robin Hood's Vlad Tenev faces off against Dave Portnoy in tense interview. Futures rebound from Asia rout, Bitcoin back over $51,000. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Johnson & Johnson COVID jab safe and effective, US FDA staff fined. US CEOs, including Trump supporters, push for Biden's $1.9 trillion plan. U.S. National Rifle Association sues New York Attorney General. Nabil Kairaoui, Tunisia's media mogul, politician released on bail. Kharkov captures ex-President Boziz's stronghold, PM says. Amnesty strips Navalny of prisoner of conscience status. Ahmaud Arbery's mother files $1 lawsuit on anniversary of death. Taliban blames Kabul, Washington for not abiding by Doha deal. Italians working in cultural sector decry pandemic closures. Malaysia court, stop deporting remaining 114 Myanmar nationals. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Watch, CNN anchor says he's not surprised by Tiger Woods' accident. Nolte, dishonest Washington Post columnist wants more abortions on TV. Gretchen Whitmer requires masks in Michigan smoking lounges at all times. Senate reschedules near-attend and confirmation vote. COVID status certification, Boris signals U-turn on domestic vaccine passports for pubs and theaters. Dr. Congo, government, Hutu rebels blame each other for Italian ambassador killing. FCC Republicans blessed Democrat attempt to censor cable networks. Grand jury declines to charge Rochester police and Daniel Prue death. 40% of California prison inmates have received coronavirus vaccine. Exclusive, after 2020 gains, Kevin McCarthy eyes House GOP majority, speakers gavel in midterms. The next headlines are from UPI News. Man wins $500,000 Powerball prize with fortune cookie numbers. Watch, Australian family finds deadly snake swimming in backyard pool. Suspicious package reported in Britain with message in a bottle. Watch, Tennessee woman rescues dog from under ice of frozen pool. Watch, fireball lights up the early morning sky over Canadian province. Watch, Philadelphia airport employs robot for contact-free food delivery. Watch, seal spotted wandering down sidewalk half a mile from the ocean. Dog missing from Michigan home 44 days rescued from old grain silo. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 10 Most Bizarre Golden Globe Nominations. 6 Easy Side Hustle Ideas to Try During Lockdown. The following headlines are from GoodNewsNetwork.org. Tex-Mex restaurant owner spends $2,000 of his own money to promote competitors who are struggling. 2 new nasal sprays that kill COVID-19 virus are looking remarkably effective. 7 years ahead of schedule, Maersk to deploy world's first carbon-neutral shipping liner in 2023. 2 colleges in Ohio see how much they can out-tip one another at restaurants, raising $34,000 for workers. New Zealand designer makes ingenious solar-powered skylight that desalinates water for drinking. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Wednesday, February 24th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Florida woman charged with setting fire to 10 trash trucks. Police, man hits priest, barricades self in Florida church. Don't be buttholes, Ted Cruz criticizes press reports over his Cancun trip Texas. Huawei turns to pig farming as smartphone sales fall. Food fight, meat-free school meals spark furor in France. Hungry Jack's drive-through burnout allegedly sparked by broken soft-serve machine. Iran Supreme Leader, Iran's Khomeini issues fatwa saying women in cartoons must wear hijab. China court orders man to pay wife for housework in landmark case. Rare Roman earth phallus carving found in UK. Japanese Twitter realizes that talking about the NES now is the same as old men talking about World War II. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Learn to market to Pinterest's 400+ million monthly active users with the help of these courses. Playing HTML5 games on Chrome for Android is gonna get a lot easier. Apps will get hit by new taxes, and I'm not sure what we can do about it. Tesla owners still love their cars despite recalls and build quality issues. If God broke the laws of physics, would scientists even notice? Tony Hawk's coming to Switch is amazing news, but the next-gen upgrades? Lame, dude. Here's why your SaaS startup should buy, not build. U.S. Postal Service gets a military tank maker to create ugly new delivery Fs. Microbes grown on Mars' ruddy crust hinted signs of life. Firefox 86 introduces total cookie protection, should you care? The following headlines are from Science Daily. Fighting fit cockroaches have hidden strength. How did dogs get to the Americas? An ancient bone fragment holds clues. Conservation paradox, the pros and cons of recreational hunting. How a single-cell slime mold makes smart decisions without a central nervous system. The way a fish swims reveals a lot about its personality, say scientists. Missing ice problem finally solved. Whale sharks show remarkable capacity to recover from injuries, including partial fin regrowing. Walking molecule superstructures could help create neurons for regenerative medicine. Don't focus on genetic diversity to save our species. Scientists use DNA origami to monitor CRISPR gene targeting. The next headlines are from Information Week. Why 2021 may turn out to be a great year for tech startups. Reimagining Formula One manufacturing to build a respiratory device. IBM's Hernandez discusses future of AI ops and measuring ROA. Are your strategic long-term partnerships built to succeed? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Wednesday, February 24th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA takes steps to reduce aviation emissions, invigorate U.S. economy. NASA awards contract for engineering, programmatic support services. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Murder Among the Mormons brings the story of infamous Salt Lake City bombings to Netflix. Jamel Bouie, how to not be at the mercy of a Trumpified GOP. Letter, reparations by way of free education might help America right its historical wrongs. Letter, the more energy we pour into the atmosphere, the more chaotic our climate will become. Senator Mike Lee presses Interior nominee Deb Haaland on pending fate of Utah monuments. Tiger Woods suffers leg injuries after California car crash. Ross doubt that, how we can get to the end of the COVID emergency this summer. Hill Air Force Base Service member who loved space as a kid is now a guardian. Letter, thank you Senator Romney for voting against. Resolution that would declare racism a public health crisis in Utah advances in legislature. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. HP is buying gaming accessory brand HyperX for $425 million. A digital firewall in Myanmar, built with guns and wire cutters. A new browser extension blocks any websites that use Google, Facebook, Microsoft, or Amazon. Apple M1 Mac users report excessive SSD wear. Flash version distributed in China after EOL is installing adware. Software bug keeping hundreds of inmates in Arizona prisons beyond release dates. Square buys $170 million worth of bitcoins. Apple has bought over 100 companies over the past 6 years, Tim Cook tells investors. Vaccines adapted for variant will not need lengthy testing, FDA says. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. FDA finds Johnson & Johnson's one-shot COVID-19 vaccine effective and safe. Get St. Louis grown produce, meats, and cheeses delivered to your door. Are we headed back to $3 per gallon gas? St. Louis County looks to set new COVID vaccination record this week. Highs in the mid-50s Wednesday with nighttime temps dipping into the 20s. Woman gets hand stuck in car, St. Louis Fire Department free her. Tiger Woods faces hard recovery from significant injuries in car crash. Missouri Senate debates education reform bill into early morning. St. Louis County Police Sergeant on near-death battle with COVID, don't take anything for granted. Farmington daycare under investigation after toddler allegedly left outside in the cold. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. FDA says J&J one-dose shot prevents COVID, final decision soon. Padres spring training tickets go on sale Wednesday. Billboard goes up to aid search for missing Chula Vista mom. Online crimes against kids spike during the pandemic, how to spot warning signs. Pair of hikers rescued after man falls 30 feet from trail in Point Loma. Nearly 80,000 COVID-19 vaccine doses begin arriving in region. Driver accused of hitting woman while doing donuts arrested. City Council approves cap on short-term vacation rentals. North County Farm feeds residents with pay-what-you-can option. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Netanyahu meets with top officials on Iran nuclear deal. Mossad director criticizes army chief over Iran remarks. MIT Medallens doesn't need to move to shift focus. Ex-Israeli generals, Mossad spymasters urge Biden's return to Iran deal. Unethical stalkerware apps offer parents tools to spy on their children. Electronic ears spy on poachers in a key Central American jaguar habitat. Quantum Leap and Signal Path partner to integrate clinical trial software infrastructure across ISP platform trials. Police to review death of MI6 agent after new information. A back channel practitioner tries out for the Central Intelligence Agency. The once classified tale of Juanita Moody, the women who helped avert a nuclear war. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Boeing begins production of newest T-7A aircraft. Arquus launches its futuristic armored vehicle at IDEX 2021. Saudi Arabia awards contract to Science Technology for Eagle unmanned aircraft. Russian Iskander missile system was completely useless, says Armenian Prime Minister. U.S. State Department approves possible sale of guided artillery rockets to Finland. Germany to add Israeli active protection system to its Leopard 2 tanks. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. The Margaret Affair and British imperialism on the China-Myanmar border. Beijing to further tighten grip on Hong Kong by enshrining patriotism test for public office. China's subtitling communities didn't just pirate, they helped the generation learn English. China looks set to legalize GMO seeds and encourage agricultural technology. China curbs online lending, forces tech firms to pay more. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Wednesday, February 24, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Fire causes traffic delays in San Bruno. Gas prices will only get higher, analysts say. 1 in a million, rare half male, half female cardinal spotted in U.S. FDA, Johnson & Johnson vaccine effective, final decision coming. Former SF youth coach arrested on child pornography charges. Early fire sparks in Oakland apartment building. Mayonnaise used as miracle treatment for endangered turtles. San Francisco to begin vaccinating teachers, food workers. Here's when other Bay Area counties may move into less restrictive red tier. Parents find 5,000 fentanyl pills in child's toy from thrift store. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Stocks are off to a mixed start on Wall Street, yields rise. Mexican prosecutor denies political charges against governor. Police, 2 dead after train hits truck in southern Illinois. Funky electronics chain fries is no more. FDA says J&J 1-dose shot prevents COVID, final decision soon. Person shot, injured during armed robbery of Marengo gas station. Suburbs won't expand vaccines this week to medically vulnerable under 65. Fresh and, mostly, local, co-op grocery store coming to downtown Lombard. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Washington wildlife officials leave bird feeders down until April to stop deadly disease. Report, in January these trucks sold the fastest in Seattle. Vicky Cornell files lawsuit against Soundgarden members over ludicrously low buyout offer. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 10 km, in Iceland February 24, 2021, 10:05 UTC, 260,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green flood alert in Indonesia. Volcanic eruption is ongoing for Etna in Italy. Green flood alert in South Africa, Zimbabwe. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Wednesday, February 24th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cypher Brief Security News and High-Level Analysis. Why the intelligence community needs a climate change task force. The mission to counter misinformation, a briefing with former DNI James Clapper. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Federal mega vaccine site opens at NRG Park, serving 6,000 a day. Skipper, the miracle puppy with 6 legs, is beating the odds. Family, 30-year-old Navy vet died after Northern California police placed knee on his neck. This must stop. Heartbroken mother loses 2 sons in violent crash after car meetup. Why it could be a week before the sunshine returns. Surviving 2 pandemics, 105-year-old woman who beat COVID gets vaccine. Outrageous water bills won't have to be paid, Houston city officials say. COVID relief bill with 3rd stimulus check poised for House floor vote. Wisconsin company Oshkosh defends to build green, new USPS trucks. Security officials cast blame for January 6 failures during Capitol riots. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. New home sales jump 4.3% in January. Number of women on UK corporate boards rises 50% in 5 years. Tandon facing new hurdles after Senate panels delay meetings. A shot in the arm, EU vaccine program struggles to speed up. 3 treasures behind Guangzhou Ziguan bone setting unveiled. Lowe's 4Q results surge as people plow money into homes. Controversy swirls over lowering of flags for Rush Limbaugh. Thai court ousts 3 cabinet members found guilty of sedition. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Early edition, is picking free furniture off the curb the new birding? What are Cuomo's pandemic superpowers, and how long will they last? Grand jury declines to indict Rochester police officers for the death of Daniel Prude. Retired NYPD cop arrested for allegedly beating D.C. officer during Capitol insurrection. New Westchester revamps conviction review unit, puts a public defender in charge. Extra, faking a kidnapping to get out of work is a lot of work. De Blasio hopes Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine will supercharge campaign to reach more seniors. Feds require states to resume standardized tests, but allow flexibility. Get your clipboards, State Supreme Court refuses to suspend ballot petitioning. Restorative justice advocates say DA's treatment of Amy Cooper reeks of unfairness. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake 4.3 mag, 61 kilometers north by northeast off Mulaba, Indonesia. Light earthquake 4.7 mag has occurred near San Pedro de Atacama in Chile. Light earthquake 4.6 mag has occurred near Garabir in Iceland. Light earthquake 4.3 mag strikes near Yakutat in Alaska. Minor earthquake 2.88 mag, 7 kilometers east by southeast of Lone Pine, CA. Light earthquake M4.1 quake has struck near Fry in Greece. Minor earthquake M3.6 quake has struck near Kelly in Wyoming. Light earthquake 4.7 mag has occurred near Garabir in Iceland. Minor earthquake 3.9 mag has occurred near Petrinja in Croatia. Light earthquake 4.9 mag strikes near Leftanes in Iceland. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Mexico to ban glyphosate, GM corn presidential decree comes despite intense pressure from industry, U.S. authorities. Is the USA fit to rejoin the UN Human Rights Council? Cuba prioritizes sustainable water management in the face of climate challenges. Myanmar, heroes and villains. Natural enemies, how mango farmers are tackling an invasive fruit fly pest. How technology can promote multilingualism and how it cannot. Developing countries struggling to cope with COVID-19. Coup in Spain, yesterday and today. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Traffic noise is a silent killer. Biden commits to forever war on Afghanistan. Saudi Arabia sued by families of Pensacola terror attack victims. Arizona's $24 million prison management software is keeping people locked up past the end of their sentences. 10 examples of kickbacks and waste in new COVID bill showing it's not about COVID at all. Following lawsuit, CDC removes claim vaccines do not cause autism from its website. Synthetic mRNA COVID vaccines, a risk-benefit analysis. Democrats' letter demands cable providers account for misinformation and lies from right-wing media outlets they carry. Was Trump the mule? Absurdity, police surveillance will reduce racial bias and allow people to maintain a safe lifestyle. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did Disney add a content warning to the Muppet Show? Was Tiger Woods ever arrested on suspicion of EUI? Is Tiger Woods' net worth the greatest of all pro athletes? Did Trump wish Tiger Woods a speedy recovery? Did Biden say minorities don't know how to register online for vaccines? At least 160 Confederate symbols taken down in 2020. Mars rover's giant parachute carried secret message. No charges against officers involved in Daniel Prude's death. Did rescue crews have to use the jaws of life to save Tiger Woods? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Biden's misleading vaccine boasts. Biden administration approved Texas power request, contrary to false claim. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. This face mask keeps selling out, I found out why. Oprah Winfrey's interview with Meghan Markle and Harry will shine a light on what they have been through. Suspect cooked victim's heart and served it with potatoes, cops. Confession of partially blind lookout as breakthrough in journalist's murder. The extraordinary life of pioneering bartender Prince Martin. The new COVID strain may seem scary, but it changes nothing. The rioters hate voting, here's the only way to stop them from returning. Netflix's Ginny and Georgia isn't the new Gilmore Girls, it's a mess. Joe Biden wants to repair America, will Joe Manchin let him? Why is the Pope going to Iraq just as COVID and rocket attacks are surging? The next headlines are from the New York Post. Rock fans mock Gina Kia and Vicky Gunvalson's photoshopped on makeup. Fry's Electronics abruptly goes out of business. Fans worried over Tiger Woods' bloated and zoned out TV interview before crash. New on Netflix March 2021. UK cop fired for driving drunk, crashing after party during lockdown. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Exoplanets' magnetic poles likely wander and flip like Earth's do. What shape is the universe? The search for dark matter gets a boost from quantum technology. Ask Astro, why do galaxies have spiral arms? Do smaller objects have them too? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. NASA Mars rover's parachute contained a secret message. Johnson & Johnson to fall short of promised vaccine doses. Dogs came to North America with earliest humans, study suggests. Pfizer and Moderna ramping up coronavirus vaccine supplies. NASA's Mars Perseverance rover sends photos, video and audio from Red Planet. Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine could soon join fight against pandemic. New York City eases coronavirus restrictions at sports arenas. Mars rover captures first sounds recorded on another planet. As vaccine access eludes many Black Americans, Baltimore groups mobilized to get shots into arms. Doctor explains why COVID-19 variants are more contagious. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. This is not okay. AOC slams Biden administration for reopening Texas migrant camp for children. Johnson & Johnson's one-shot COVID-19 vaccine endorsed by FDA now awaits approval. Near attendant hearing delayed in new sign of trouble for Biden budget czar nominee. Fry's Electronics permanently shuts down operations in abrupt announcement. Mitt Romney predicts Trump will win 2024 GOP nomination in a landslide if he runs again. Arizona man charged with kidnapping son, killing boy's mother, dies after suicide attempt in jail. NY lawmaker wants to end citizens' arrests in honor of Ahmaud Arbery. Facebook lifting Australian news ban after contentious battle. Nevada student's cruel social media post making light of George Floyd's death is under investigation. The following headlines are from military.com. Major changes coming to the Marine Corps annual rifle qualification course. Navy vet's widow testifies she saw no sign of danger before guest shot her husband. Naval Academy buildings tend to honor white, male members of military. Air Force provides bottled water after chemicals detected in Arizona. Navy loses fourth sailor in 20 days to COVID-19. Troops in storm-battered Texas are getting more time to file their taxes. McDonough orders review of VA policies to ensure inclusion of LGBT vets, employees. Navy crews with 100% COVID-19 vaccine rates get okay to relax rules at sea. U.S. soldier loses appeal to have $1,500 drone returned after taking photos of 2019 Oktoberfest. SecDef Austin to troops, if you've seen extremism in the ranks, tell your commander. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Watch live, Governor J.B. Pritzker visits vaccination site in Peoria. Police investigating death on Blue Line tracks at Pulaski Station. How fast is the snow going to melt? What are the flooding concerns? We asked the experts. Coronavirus in Illinois updates. Here's what's happening Wednesday with COVID-19 in the Chicago area. Man charged with reckless homicide in Englewood pedestrian crash that may have involved traffic pursuit. Daywatch, Madigan calls on successor to resign after 2 days, Chicago U.S. attorney to stay on job for now and building neighbors fall in love during pandemic. Column, with friends like Heidi Cruz's, who needs enemies? Madigan calls on successor to resign just 2 days after installing him as replacement. This declares victory in Evanston mayor's race. Incumbents appear to hold off primary challenges in Waukegan, North Chicago. No charges against Rochester officers involved in Daniel Prude's death. The following headlines are from phys.org. In Iceland, melting glaciers give way to plant life. How we turned a golf course into a haven for rare newts, frogs and toads. Video, green algae reveals that one renal encodes many proteins. Aging, entropy and waste, flushing out damaged cells. Researchers produce beams of entangled atoms. Evidence that Earth's first cells could have made specialized compartments. How public health research can shape inclusive immigration policies. Possible irreversible changes to subsystems prior to reaching climate change tipping points. Different social media platforms foster different levels of segregation in online communities. World's first video of a space-time crystal. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Wednesday, February 24th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. The ice caps are melting. Will they ever disappear completely? Queen Cubaba, the tavern keeper who became the first female ruler in history. Prosta stream reviews, scam complaints or ingredients really work. The 13 best CBD pills, complete buyer's guide. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Russia hosts new Kyrgyzstan leader on his first foreign trip. Six Nations says new testing clears France to host Scotland. Virginia GOP to choose nominees at convention in Lynchburg. 11 steps to impress your boss and thrive in your job. Mexico bid to sell presidential jet stretches into third year. Majestic Mount St. Helens reaches for the stars, and a planet, and a galaxy. Chocolate beer has some serious history behind it, and some sweet new twists. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. COVID-19 U.S. travel restrictions state by state. Pac-12 stock report, update on the 2021 football schedule release, quarterback uncertainty, USC's looming award sweep. Why don't cats talk to each other? Oakland reader wonders. McDonald's joins the crispy chicken frenzy with 3 new sandwiches. California professor put on paid administrative leave after video shows him chastising student who is hard of hearing. Inside the Raiders, shopping for safeties, salary cap conundrum and could Gannon be Carr's QB coach? Union City's first marijuana dispensary could open by summer. Here's what we know about Tiger Woods' California car wreck and injuries. Naked man arrested in women's restroom at California business after reported sexual battery. Judge urges Oakland police leaders to root out officers at center of social media scandal. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. TikTok tore down 347,000 plus videos containing election misinformation in 2020. Official apologizes for online mockery of Limbaug's death. Lawmakers angry over jobless benefits aim at labor chief. Biden to order review of U.S. supply chains amid semiconductor shortage. Man jailed on murder charge dies from COVID-19 complications. Downeaster could see more trips to Boston by summer. Man who worked as UPS driver pleads guilty in I-5 shootings. Maui businesses find challenge with mask mandate enforcement. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Fossil fuel executives gloat about profits, PR from Texas winter storm crisis. Corporate lawyers line up for Justice Department top slots. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. 1 in 5 people in South London live with multiple long-term conditions. Vaginal pessaries prove effective in treating pelvic organ prolapse long-term. Ancestry estimation perpetuates racism, white supremacy. 1/3 of cancer survivors worried about treatment and healthcare disruptions during the pandemic. Making a difference, comparative biologists tackle climate change. Mushrooms add important nutrients when included in the typical diet. Machine learning tool can predict malignancy in patients with multiple pulmonary nodules. Trending doctors' notes could help hospitals predict COVID-19 surges. Quantum systems learn joint computing. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Tiger Woods facing difficult recovery. Police investigate shots fired on I-55 near Cicero Avenue. Johnson & Johnson single-dose vaccine protects against COVID-19, according to an analysis by U.S. regulators. Live updates. Reckless homicide charge filed after hit-and-run driver kills woman in Englewood, police. Driver shot during botched carjacking in Logan Square, person arrested. Gas station clerk shot during robbery in McHenry County. Woman dies in Mount Greenwood apartment fire. FDA says Johnson & Johnson one-dose shot prevents COVID-19, final decision soon. Why officer who kneeled on George Floyd's neck may never be held fully accountable. Chicago Restaurant Week is back, book your reservations now. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. St. Louis next mayor is ready for your approval. Herpagreens reviews. Does Herpagreen Super Antioxidants Blend really work? Safe ingredients? Herpasil reviews. Is the Herpasil supplement worth it? User reviews. Savage Grow Plus reviews. Does Savage Grow Plus ingredients really work for male enhancement? Bill increasing penalties for protesters advances in Missouri Senate. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Savage Grow Plus reviews. Should you buy Savage Grow Plus? Ingredients and side effects. A decade later, Detroit's crowdfunded RoboCop statue is finally complete, but still awaiting a final home. Rush Limbaugh's legacy of ashes. Savage Love, dekinked. Free Will Astrology, February 24 March 2nd. Crisis Management, Texas Style. Scare Trumpers. Michigan Attorney General charges 2 Trump supporters with threatening Democratic public officials. Metro Detroit retail legend Linda Dresner to close Birmingham boutique after 28 years. Michigan lawmakers advance bill to expunge first-time drunken driving convictions. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Celebrate your existential anxiety with the return of the Muppet Show. Houston Astros Vegas forecast for winds lowest since 2016. 8 items homeowners should have around for Houston disasters. Time for the Rockets rebuild to begin. Houston Concert Watch 2/24, Junior Brown, Post Malone and more. Harris County to investigate electricity disaster as circuit board exits the Texas stage. As the Isle Hive music's return, some musicians see the return of stage fright. FEMA set to start vaccinations at NRG as Commissioner Garcia calls for power grid secession. Oznoaks, crawfish farmers worry the recent cold snap may have been a killer. Dive into Briar Patch now streaming on Peacock. The next headlines are about world records making news. 43-year-old Pune woman seeks to set Guinness World Record with 6,000 km golden quadrilateral ride in 22 days, the Indian Express. Guinness World Record for Limerick Ice Mile swimmer, RTEIE. Tokyo hopefuls Joshua Cheptegei and Armand Duplantis nominated for Laurus World Sports Awards 2021, Around the Rings. Ridiculous record broken in Buffalo in Guinness, Work.com. Free diver breaks world record for longest swim under ice, CBS News. The latest, vaccine rollouts, departure rape allegation, ice swim record, World Crunch. Most expensive Limousin heifer, world record set by Heifer Village Poshspis, World Record Academy. Man breaks world record for longest swim under ice, WLNS. Meet the man who wants to break 100 world records, Guinness World Records. Shimanovic looks to this weekend's Latvian Open, swim. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Fossil's first cellular smartwatch fails to live up to its promise. The US needs a supergrid. How Android's nearby share compares to Apple's AirDrop. I'm not going to ask why you need one, but get an 18-terabyte external hard drive for $330. New U.S. Postal Service delivery vehicle design receives mixed reactions online. Fry's Electronics to close all locations nationwide, report. SolarWinds hackers also went after NASA and the FAA. California's landmark net neutrality law can now go into effect, judge rules. Firefox's latest update promises complete cookie control, with just a few caveats. An ancient dog bone could be evidence of the route humans took to North America. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Shark Bay Airport in Australia at 109.94 degrees Fahrenheit or 43.3 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 69.52 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 56.4 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. China officially plans to move ahead with Super Heavy Long March 9th rocket. California can enforce net neutrality law, judge rules and laws for internet service providers. Android users now have an easy way to check the security of their passwords. Report, Fry's Electronics going out of business, shutting down all stores. Scientists create new class of touring patterns in colonies of E. coli. Garden variety germs may explode in COVID's wake, study suggests. Attack of the Murder Hornets is a nature doc shot through horror sci-fi lens. Grab a recommended Anchor indoor security camera for $30 today. Pixel 5 a leak shows a headphone jack, flat screen, and a familiar design. Lenovo updates ThinkPad lineup with 1610 screens and more. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Susan Collins just revealed her duplicitous, vengeful, true self. Facebook execs silenced an enemy of Turkey to protect their profits, while claiming to cherish free speech. Fox News COVID denialism now threatens U.S. vaccine rollout, but its roots are deeper. Senate investigation of the Capitol invasion has only just begun, as many questions remain. Josh Hawley proposes minimum wage alternative that would punish non-citizens and people working two jobs. The revenge of the liberal-tears too. Watch live, Postmaster General Louis DeJoy faces grilling in House Oversight Committee. Christian leaders condemn radicalized Christian nationalism, and link it to January 6 MAGA riots. I didn't see the hearing. Wisconsin Republican refuses to denounce Ron Johnson's January 6 lies. Senate committee postpones confirmation hearing on Biden pick after Joe Manchin leads revolt over mean tweets. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The almost unbelievable tortures of Stephen Tendo. Biden cannot make Trump's immigration cruelty vanish overnight. 4 states propose harsh new penalties for climate protesters. Power companies get exactly what they want, how Texas repeatedly failed to protect its power grid against extreme weather. It's official, a former dairy exec now runs Biden's agriculture department. How does Chuck Schumer keep Democrats together? A flip phone. The FBI warned Congress of right-wing violence before January 6. Capitol Police leaders never saw the report. Josh Hawley is fundraising off lies about the big lie. After the Capitol insurrection, Telegram moved to ban white nationalists. Today, it's a different story. Hey Siri, why don't you understand more people like me? The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Lesson of the day, NASA's Perseverance rover lands on Mars to renew search for extinct life, The New York Times. Vox Populi, searching for life on Mars, humans rely on their perseverance, the Asahi Shimbun. Extraterrestrial Engineering, MIT Technology Review. Dickinson Memorial Library discussion to ask Are we alone in the universe, The Recorder. Have we found proof of alien civilization, Halifax Today Ca. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Can zapping our brains really cure depression? The New York Times. Neuromorphic computing market analysis and global outlook during 2021 to 2027 global players, IBM, Samsung Electronics, Intel Corporation, HRL Laboratories, The Courier. Post-stroke recovery best with physio soon after, Australian Hospital Plus Healthcare Bulletin. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Wednesday, February 24, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Cylindrical-shaped UFO zooms past commercial airliner, as reported by pilot. The Arecibo Project, new methodology in searching for aliens. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Wednesday, February 24, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.